Ladies and gentlemen, dear Yanis Janša, dear Romana, dear Milan, dear friends from the SDS, warm welcome and thank you so much for welcoming me today here in Slovenia. It is a great honor to be here again and to campaign together with you in an important moment of history. And my first message is that you and your lead candidate, your Prime Minister Yanis Janša, are campaigning for a successful Slovenia, are campaigning for a future-oriented Slovenia. And I want to tell you that you have all over Europe friends and partners who are next to you. The biggest political family in the European Union is the European People's Party. We are the biggest political force in the European Parliament today. We are having 2 out of 3 presidents of the European Union in our ranks. And the whole EPP family is behind you. Wish you all the best, a big success for Sunday, a big success for Yanis Janša. This campaign, this Sunday, this vote, these elections are not taking place in normal circumstances. We are facing big challenges. We are in war times in Europe again. Russia is going to war against our Ukrainian friends. And the Ukrainians are not fighting only their fight for their country. They are fighting the fight for all of us, for freedom, for democracy, for rule of law, for our ideas. And that's why there is no chance to be in between. Everybody must decide whether they are on the side of Ukrainians or not. We as EPP, we as Europeans are on the side of our Ukrainian friends. And in this regard, I want to thank Yanis Janša for his brave step to be one of the first prime ministers in the European Union to go to Kiev, to be next to President Zelensky, to show that he is next to them. Others followed. He was the first. Slovenia was leading Europe in this moment. Yanis Janša was leading Europe in this moment. And he also did it in his presidency, during the Slovenian presidency for the European Union. We saw some pictures, we saw some statements from European leaders who praised the Slovenian contribution for the whole continent. A small country, strong prime minister, leading whole European Union. That was for more than 6 months the situation in Europe. And thank you so much for this leadership to Yanis Janša and the whole team of the government. In an election campaign, you have to answer some questions. The first question is, what have you done? What is the outcome of your leadership? And the 2 years of EPP leadership here in Slovenia are, I would say, a strong outcome. Last year, a growth rate above 8% of growth. Jobs. Look to other countries like Italy. Youth unemployment, brain drain, people are leaving the country. That is not the case in Slovenia. There is a perspective for people to stay here and to earn money. You could invest in the social dimension, increasing pensions, increasing the minimum wages here in Slovenia. And instead of increasing taxation, like other opponents are offering now, you are reducing and you are doing the best for a strong economy. So the result of 2 years of government of EPP is a strong one. So the first question is positively answered, and you can be proud about what you did for Slovenia and also for Europe as a whole. The second step, the second question you have to answer is, what are the ideas for the future? I think the team, all candidates, and also Prime Minister Yanis Janša will present the ideas. There are a lot of good ideas, especially when having in mind the investments on the Recovery and Resilience Fund. 1.8 billion euros from the European funds, now invested in Slovenia, in digitalization, in climate change, in future, in modern technologies. That is what brings Slovenia to a new direction and towards the future. And what is probably with the ideas, the most important one is next Sunday, voters in Slovenia can vote for being predictable, that the parties who are elected will deliver what they promised before. Predictability. That is what Slovenia needs, and that is in the hand of SDS. And the third point, first is, what have you done? What is your outcome? Second question is, do you have good ideas? And the third and my final point is, are there basic ideas? Is it only a party which arrives for one election and then you can forget about it? Or do you have fundamental ideas, roots where you have built up your party? And that is the case with EPP. That is the case with SDS. I want to mention the Christian roots of your party. I want to mention the identity, to be proud about being a Slovenian, but also being proud about being European, part of the European family. Basic ideas for why do we do politics? What motivates us to do politics? And that makes our political approach more certain, more understandable and more long-term sustainable. Ladies and gentlemen, there are the offers which EPP and SDS can give to the voters in Slovenia. My message is, in war times we need stability. In war times we need leaders who know what we have to do. In war times we need people, leaders who have shown already that they can manage a country and even Europe in difficult moment of time. And that's why let's use the next days, the next final hours for this campaign to say the EPP family is behind SDS and the people in Slovenia will also be behind SDS, behind Janez Janša. All the best, good luck for next Sunday, and then a great success for the outcome of these elections. Thank you so much.